nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Thirsty Thursday here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing well, staying away from the twats on the Twitters and the X's and all that jazz. My God, what a shit show. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing good. You guys are doing good. Having a good week. We got past hump day. We're almost to that wonderful Friday. Then we got the weekend. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hopefully you all are doing well and everything's going good. Henry Gambles, what is up? Don't worry. No apologies, brother. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. Psychodorp 9, Project Cambrian, Chris Purge of the Wrench of Wrenches, Mark Damply Tired. I know we do all the yelling and the announcing first thing in the morning, but seriously, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Southern Viking, what is up, brother? Time to wake the neighbors. Claude Parrish, good morning. Good morning. Adega Outlaw, me and Adega will be hopefully going live tonight. So at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So set your alarms and watches, and we'll talk about the strange and the unusual and the disturbing and whatever the hell we can get up to. We'll get up to it. So I just got off the twats. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. A whole lot of rain going on. God help me. I've never seen so much rain. I have never seen whining and oh my Lord. What is going on? What happened? When did we stop being able to have a conversation about something that we don't like or that we do like without people just going nuts and crazy and freaking out? And you would think that my opinion not to like Star Wars under Disney is like sacrilege. That's what it is. That's what it is to these people. It's like sacrilege. They think that because I'm not like in step with all the bullshit that they do, that I'm just horrible. I'm just a horrible, mean, evil person because I won't get on the Disney bandwagon and like all the things that are Disney Star Wars. When did we stop being able to have a conversation about what we like and what we don't like? What happened? Project Storytime says Logan doesn't have to think, right think. No, I don't have the right think. I don't have, no. No. There is no, a blue pill, red pill, blah, blah, blah. No. There is, you know what, I'm going to like what I'm going to like, and I don't like what I don't like. That's not the end of the world for people. There should not be this, because you don't like something, you're an ist, you're an ob, and you're a yathzee. Really? So, if I watch something, and objectively, there's bad acting, bad storytelling, bad special effects, bad whatever, and I say something, I am now accused of being a bigot because I don't like something objectively. When did that happen? When did we lose the ability to be objective observers and observe something and go, you know what, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. Apparently, hundreds of thousands. Because it's bad. I haven't watched it. I don't want to watch it. But even if I did, I'd just be called a bigot and a phobe and a yathzee because I don't like it. Yeah, but Loki, you'd be going into it not liking it. That's true. Why do you think I'm not going to watch it? That's my choice. If people who know they're not going to like it and they're not going to enjoy it want to go and watch that drivel and waste 8 hours of their life, by all means. Or 4 hours, whatever it ends up being, because they're over 30 minutes long. I don't care. How much money did they spend on 8 30-minute episodes? What is it, like 180 million? 180 million on 8 30-minute episodes. Seriously. They've got to be doing something with that money. Please tell me what you're doing with that money, because it's not going towards the show. It's not going towards the show. So where's it going? Oh, well, it's going to the actors, Loki. You had one person that I would call an actor, an actress, whatever. And you killed her within the first 5 minutes of the show. So really, no shit, don't bullshit me. Where'd the money really go? Oh, to the actors, Loki. So let me get this straight. Well, we want to pay everybody the same. You what? We want to pay everybody the same across the board. So this person doesn't make less than this person or this person or this person. We're putting our money where our mouth is. Then you are some dumb sons of bitches. You are some dumb sons of bitches if that's what you're going to do. Hey, y'all, with the lady, Arwen Avalon. Good morning, Arwen. She says, hey, y'all. And she's got her fan going. Right? She's at, I'm that Georgia peach. As she wakes up in the morning, listening to the Mornings of Mischief. I got my fan. I don't bust Arwen's ass because she might like something or dislike something that I like or don't like. I don't care. If you find happiness in the new Star What's-Its or the Treks or the vapors in the morning, y'all. If you find enjoyment in all that, great. I think it's shit. Does that make me a horrible person? I'm so mean and horrible. Oh no. I'm so mean and horrible because I don't something that is an absolute shit show. Man, when did we lose our balls? When did that happen? I want to work part-time for Hollywood as I can get a full-time check. Yeah, equal pay. Yeah, there you go, equal pay. That's right. We want to make sure all our actors, and actresses get paid the same. What? Where was this 20 years ago? Where was this? Because you know they ain't doing that shit. If they want to waste their money, let them waste their money. They're insane. They're all insane. Let them point their fingers and call us is, obes, and yahtzes and try and make us feel like shit when we don't really care. I don't care. I just think it's hilarious that it's like the entire West Coast of America just lost their nuts and lost their ability to say, no, we're not going to do that. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. You have lost your balls, West Coast. New York's not much better, but at least a large portion of the East Coast still has their balls. Sorry, if you enjoy it, more power to you, but you really need to check out something with good writing, like a book from Dega, for example. Damn straight. Damn straight. Enjoy what you want to enjoy if you really like it, but I'm not wasting my time on it. I'm not going to waste my time and I'm not going to waste my energy. But Loki, you could be getting thousands of fans and super fans and all kinds of stuff if you only talked about this. Whatever. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about Star Wars. I don't have to talk about Star Wars. I'm not backed up into a corner being forced to talk about Star Wars. Well, why not? Because I did not make a giant Star Wars centric channel. So guess what I get to do? I get to sidestep and avoid all that bullshit that I don't want to watch. I've already been through the wars of Civil War at Lucasfilm, and Filoni's gonna take over Mando and fix everything. And oh my God, they got Rodriguez for Bounty Hunter, Boba Fett. It's going to be the best this is ever. Star Wars is saved. No. Not as long as these dipshits are running the show. No. Not at all. It doesn't work like that. No, it's not saved. No, there isn't some giant civil war at Lucasfilm. Why you gotta make shit up? Why you gotta make shit up to try and be popular? I want to be popular and I want my videos to pop. Because I want subscribers and money. Who cares? Who cares? There's not some giant civil war going on. There's not some backroom thing happening. Kathleen Kennedy's not going anywhere. How many times has she been fired now? Oh, yeah. Think about that one. None of that's happened. That shit is just as bad as this other shit. The people that were screaming that all of this was actually happening and there was all kinds of shit going on and blah, 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 are just as bad as these people that defend the acolyte. Tell me I'm wrong. There is none of that shit going on. None of that's happening. They're going to do it the way they want to do it. Until they decide we have really screwed up and we need to make some changes, which they will never admit publicly. You're never going to get them to admit publicly, we screwed up. Until that happens, nothing's changing. It's up to them. They have to decide. Guess what? No amount of pressure, no amount of your Star Wars sucks, no amount of any of that is going to change anything. What does that mean? That means you can be as loud as you want to be and they will tone you out and they do not care if you exist or not. Why? Because they're Hollywood, California weirdos. That's why. They want to lead the DEI charge into the future. That's why. They have hired and resourced ESG and DEI hires for years over there. They do not care. They will burn that shit down before they will change course. That is what they will do. They do not care. They don't care what you think. They don't care what I think. They don't care what we do on this platform. They don't give a shit. To their minds, the acolyte is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And nothing you do, nothing anyone does, nothing anyone says will change that. Why? Because they're going to go to that Rotten Tomatoes page and then they're going to look at the review score by actual critics, and that's all that's going to matter. They're going to convince themselves that you have set them up, that you have cheated, that thing is review bombed, and they're going to ignore it and act like it doesn't exist. Why? Because they can't admit that they made something crappy. Because everybody wants DEI and ESG. They do not think like the rest of us. They do not think like normal people do. Hell. Thank you, Mike, for letting me know that. So they've got the way they believe, and nothing you're going to do, nothing you're going to say is going to change that. Oh, they don't care. And they don't care what problem you have. They don't care what you see wrong with it. That's on them. Don't be like them. We don't want to be like them, and we don't want to turn into them. Plain, simple, we don't want to be them and turn into them. I don't like their shit. To them, I'm all these nasty things because I don't like their shit. How dare you? How dare you say anything bad about what we are doing? Shame. Ding, 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 ding. Little Game of Thrones reference. Shame. Ding, 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 ding. Shame. That's what they are publicly doing to anyone right now that speaks up and says anything negative about anything they do. They pull out the bell ringers and they cry shame. Shame on you. How dare you? Shame on you for saying anything. They are not missing my money. They're not missing my money either. And they're not getting any. They're not getting any of my money. Showback knows what's up. Shame. So what can you do? Don't watch this shit. It's shit. It is honestly a bunch of crap. Don't watch it. You know, I'm just not. I'm over it. I've been over it. I don't want to watch it. They're not getting any of my money. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm coming down with a cold that I am fighting, and I can't just mute it and do my thing. So, yeah, dragon fire. That's what we need. Some damn dragon fire. And then that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. One of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow is some dragon fire with Arwen and Dave Bob, because House of the Dragon came out, and it's a pretty decent episode. Yes, summer colds suck. My nose has been running all morning and won't stop. Dragon! That's right. That's right. Arwen knows what's up. You guys want a dragon? You guys want a little dragon this morning? A little burning down of the village? Well, here you go. See, this is what I don't get, right? Half of the 17% are shills that are going to give it 5 stars no matter what it is, no matter how bad it is, just to defend it because DEI ESG. Some of the most toxic, horrible Disney defenders are people that work for their company. And I know someone would say, well, Loki, doesn't that tell you how great their company is? No, because these are nasty, nasty people that would do anything to get rid of you. They will dox you. They will make your life a living hell. They will, the SWAT word, they will do all sorts of crazy shit because they don't like you. They don't care. They don't care what they do. I care. I care what I do. I don't want to be at that level. I don't care. I don't care what it'll bring me. Half these people want, a Bob Iger handshake or a free trip to Disney or whatever. They're going to kiss ass and so that they can one day get a hug from Filoni or some stupid shit like that. They live in their own world. That's right. That's right. And you know what? Unfortunately, about 70% are white, middle-aged women. And as soon as I say that, someone's going to yell, sexist! You're just an ist, Loki. No. You Karens are so nuts that you have ruined every generation of Karen that has ever existed. Okay? It's gone from a meme to an eye-rolling, oh my God, another one. That's how far it's gone. It used to be a kind of funny meme. Oh, look, she's got the haircut and everything. Oh, it's purple too, right? And now it's this. It's just an eye rolling, oh my God, not another one. You forgot liberal. Well, I wasn't trying to get political this morning. Show back. There's some on the other side. Don't ever think they're not. I remember a woman who absolutely positively, this woman didn't want us riding our bikes in front of her house because, and I mean like down the street, because we played video games and video games are the devil. So don't think that you don't get crazy on the other side too. Middle-aged white woman. God help me. We have to do this and we have to do this. No one gave a shit. You know what it was? I guarantee you. These are people in the 90s that thought we can push people to do what they want and they never got it. And finally, now they're in a position to point their fingers and go, it's yathzee and shame, ding, 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 shame. And they're doing it because they don't want anybody pointing at them doing it. Yeah, D&D is evil. Video games are the devil. Oh. Board gaming is horrible. It's like Satan's alley going in a board game. No. You guys, that's no. No. So you've got the liberal leftist wacko Karens, and then you got the other Karens on the other side. That are all, it's all the bar people. Most of us that are just like, if you can't love the one you're with, or if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. it's just this far crazy extremism of you have to be one of us or you're bad. Loki doesn't like Star Wars, so he's a racist. What is up, guys? Great video the other day. Great live stream. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to EBN, check them out. Coach Nick, kicking butt, taking names over there. They had a big live stream the other night. Had like 3 grand people in there. Keep kicking ass, guys. Keep kicking ass and taking names. So what do? You try and stay out of it, but if you say something, then it's just like that. You don't like this? You're a horrible person. When did my opinion become racist? When did that happen? When did it become yathzee to have an opinion? Aren't opinions like buttholes? Everybody's got one. Jester's Darth Arlena over on Rumble throws out, hold on, a $1 user sub support Rumble whatever. I don't even know what the hell that is. Screw the Karens, screw Disney, screw Hollywood, burn that shit down. Fire it up, fire it up. Skull! Burn it down. But you know what? It's not just one extremist. You got it on both sides of the fence. I don't, no. You're horrible if you do this. You're horrible if you don't like this. You're horrible if you watch this. You're horrible if you don't watch this. What in the hell is going on? We can't just watch what we want and enjoy what we want. You know what? Some absolute melonhead the other day said, "Why don't you just go back to watching original Star Wars and not be concerned about blah blah blah?" I said, "I do. I do watch original Star Wars. I do watch original Star Trek. I watch an episode of TOS, usually one a night. And now I never make it through it, but I usually watch an episode of TOS once a night. It's like MASH. You can watch an episode or two. If you can get through one, usually my head hits the pillow and it's I'm out. But I'll lay there for a little bit and, watch some Star Trek and fall asleep watching Star Trek. Original series. Why do you think it's an own to go, you just go watch the original and leave us with this? Bye. I most definitely will. How do you think that's an own? How do you think you're owning me by telling me to go watch the originals and leave you with the shit they're making today? I just got a reprieve from watching your bullshit. I got to go back and watch something good and spend my time watching something I enjoy. You would think it would be, no, you're going to eat these Brussels sprouts and you're going to like it. No. They try so hard to own you that they've got their foot in their mouth. Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches, says Loki, and then they complained, why are you watching the original Star Wars and Star Trek and not their Trek? Yes! I thought it was so funny when they pulled all the Star Trek off like Amazon and Netflix and all this shit And then a couple years later, it's back up. Why? Because they needed the revenue. Paramount had to get that revenue. They thought, oh, we'll be smart. We'll bring everybody to our shitty streaming service to watch Star Trek, because it's the only place it's going to be. And then they were so desperate for money and an influx of cash that they had to put it all back up. Okay, you get TNG. Okay, you get TOS. Okay, you get DS9. You get Voyager. God help me. It's like, what happened? I know you corporate types in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry. I know you guys think you're like next level hoo-ha, but no. Not when the general everyday supporter of these IPs would go, you guys are morons, do this. No. Why? Because you wish it. Now you guys are like Krug. And I have no time for that bullshit. Because you wish it. You're so worried about not giving us what we want that you're not giving anybody what they want. And the only people that are sitting there like, oh my God, genius. Oh yes, Slay Queen. Are you? And the people that want to kiss your ass so they can get something from you. No one else cares. No one else gives a shit because it's crap. And you've lost us. Paramount fucked up. During a sports event, their servers crashed. Why would I keep it up just for Trek? No, I wouldn't. Arlena's falling on the floor giggling. UPN flop. Paramount Plus is heading in that direction. That's right. That's right. And it's their fault. It's not your fault. It's their fault. I love this. I love this cope. I love this cope. This is the seething and the reeing that I am talking about right here. $180 million flop. It's horrible. The writing sucks. The acting sucks. The characters suck. It just sucks. It's full of suck, ladies and gentlemen. It's like listening to the guys in Spaceballs. Suck, suck, suck. But it's your fault that it sucks. It's your fault that the show's horrible. It's your fault that nobody's watching. It's your fault the viewership's down. It's your fault that the writing sucks. It's your fault. Come on. Really? Really? It's all y'all's fault that this is a horrible thing. It's all your fault that Leslie Headland can't write a damn shill. And it went from suck to blow when the music video dropped. God help me, dude. Of course there's a music video. And I bet you it has to do with that tampon thing that they do. Pull the string. Damn. The string. Pull the string. What the hell? How is that our fault? How is this all our fault? How is this all our fault? No, you decided to make this course of action. You decided to design it this way. You decided to write it this way. It's not our fault that you suck. Arwen goes, oh my God, I saw that music video. Oh my God, I was dying. Pull the string. We know whose fault it is. Hashtag blame Kurt. It's all Kurt's fault. That guy that just shows up, and his name's Kurt. It's Kurt. It's all Kurt's fault. Hashtag blame Kurt. Kurt with a yurt. Have people out there this morning go, what the hell is Loki talking about? Blame Kurt. Some stalker thought my name was Kurt and called me Kurt because they saw it in a vision. I am not kidding. I am not joking. It was Kurt. I came to the conclusion many years ago there is a t-shirt that a lot of veterans wear that says 0 F's given. Yeah. We just don't care. We don't care anymore. But then you're horrible for not caring. So let me get this straight. If I'm pissed that you guys did a piss poor job at it, I'm an instant yathzee, right? If I don't watch it, then I'm an instant yathzee for not watching it. If I do watch it and I think it's I'm an instant yathzee for not opening my mind to the possibilities of what Leslie Headland is trying to do. If I like it, I'm a shill. Seems to me that they've effed you either way. So what do you want to do? I don't want to play the game. And I'm not going to play the game. Loki, but aren't you losing out on, I don't care. I don't want to play their game. It's a game. They're playing a game. They want you to respond. Why do you think they had Homegirl out there saying, oh, I want to see all the way people cry? And then when she gets called out on it, you're racist. You're racist for calling me out on my bullshit. I'm not feeding anymore. It's worse than a troll. Disney is worse than a troll. Disney wants you to get upset and they want you to throw a fit so they can point a finger at you and say, bad racism. Isms, obes, and yahtzees all around us. MB Geeks Bar and Grill with $10 super chat. What is up, brother? He says 100 million for 4 hours of shit. 200 million, 10 episode, House of the Dragon, both female-led, diverse, gay characters. One show preaches, the other entertains. One looks cheap, the other one looks epic. House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 1, great start. And we're going to be talking about that tomorrow on the Weekend Review with Dave Bob and Arwen Avalon. So, guys, don't miss out on that tomorrow, because that's how we're going to close the week. We're going to talk about that first episode. Thank you so much, MB Geeks Bar and Grill, for that $10 super chat. This one is just for you. Skol!
Funny man, senor.
That's right, Mags. What is up? Good morning, Mags. Magitech Mags in the chat, y'all. I'm laughing at all the cringe. Made my first meme, and it's got over 3K roasting this fecal garbage. It's garbage. It absolutely is. And congratulations on your first meme. I used to make memes back in... That was my thing. I was the meme guy. I'm the guy who had all the memes. Back when we were all in Xanadu back in the day, when all this shit first started. So I used to be the meme guy. I used to love making memes. I was pretty good at it too. I haven't messed with any of that in a long time. I'm too busy. I can't handle it anymore. I have to laugh at it. Yeah, just laugh at it. Just laugh at it. Laugh your ass off out of it. I can't do a serious review about this shit, guys. Oh, but isn't that your job, Loki? Well, it's a part of it. I can't review this shit. You guys know what I'm gonna do. But Loki, that's what we find so... Darth Arlena, my biggest issue is it flies in the face of everything that's been established already. For F's sake, there's so much out there in canon to take from and they ignore it. I'll keep my canon. They don't want to pay the people for the canon. They don't want to pay the people that came up with this shit, so they got to change it so they don't have to pay for it. They got to change it so they don't have to pay for it. So remember, 20%, 25, 30% difference. California State Fair started selling pot last year. Now they have areas to smoking in. The newscaster said they hoped it was educational. Yeah, like higher learning. Muslim uncle, bringing the dad joke this morning. Thank you very much, Muslim uncle. It's the age of fan fiction. Yes, it is. Peli. It is the age of fan fiction. They don't care. They don't know. I guarantee you. They looked at Coyote Mooney and thought that he was the same as Darth Plagueis because they don't know any better. And they're like, well, Plagueis lived for like, oh, this time, yeah, because he was using the dark side to prevent himself from dying. He was literally trying to become immortal using the dark side. And Palpatine killed him. How hard is that to understand? I guarantee you, they got confused and they don't know what the hell they're doing. So they think, oh, well, we'll just make Coyote Mundi. He's alive, right? He can live to be however long, because they don't know shit. They don't know shit. They're not going to know shit. They're never going to know shit. Because they don't care. Lady Aaron D. They don't care. Are completely daft and ultimately like triggering real fans. Thank you. That's what they do. And that's what they enjoy. And they don't care. So why should you? Why should I care what they come out with? Why should I care when it comes out? Why should I care? I'm not going to watch it. I'm done. How hard is that to say? I'm done. But I still got hope, Loki. You are one hopeful son of a bitch. If you still have hope that this company is going to turn anything around and fix it. I get thinking that maybe they'll get their crap together and course correct. Because I thought they were going to do it. After Rise of the Soy Walker, Rise of Palpatine, I really thought they were going to get their shit together. I'm like, this is horrible. All of this is horrible. Everything, there's parts people had problems with that first sequel movie. But then TLJ and Rise of Palpatine, it was bad. They knew it was bad. And they came out with it anyway. You got to think, if they're ballsy enough to go, we're going to come out with this dreck and we're going to throw it at you and we're not going to care whether it's good or not. We're just going to throw it out there. When with like $1 billion on the line, what do you think they're going to do with all this other shit? They don't care. They don't care about your opinion. They don't care what you think. That's the problem. Loki is hoped like a soul being sent to the bowels of hell to be cleaned like metal in blacksmith's fire and then being released to heaven. They want to make it that way. They want to make it that way. It's funny. Someone put up someone put up something about someone wearing like someone that works for Disney, one of the big higher ups wearing like a Baphomet thing. And I was like, oh, that explains some things. That explains some things. I'm not like a holy roller. I'm not. But then again, I'm not on that other side either. So I don't know why you would want to be. I mean, do you know what you're going to get down there? You're going to get a blown O-ring. You're going to get a blown O-ring. And they're going to do it with a rusty-ass pineapple. And it's not going to be fun. That's what you get on that end. Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. Chris Persia, that's the problem, Jester. Owners of IPs are saying canon is the problem. That's right. Canon is the problem. We got to go against canon. Everything, just create your own story and don't worry about it. You'll be fine. No. So they allow the producers to reinvent the property to reflect modernity instead of being faithful to the lore. They want it to be modern. It's got to be modern and hip and with it. Modern and hip, y'all. Modern and hip. It's got to be modern. No, we ain't doing that. How many shows have you watched? How many shows and movies have you watched over the last 5 years that are ruined by modern bullshit? How many? Just take a guess. That you're like, Loki, I just can't go back and watch it because it's full of modern day bullshit. It's full of modern day bullshit and politics that aren't going to matter 10 years from now. So what's the point? What's the point? None of this is hip. Even the audience is rejecting it. 14%. 14%. And they're going to ignore that and act like it doesn't exist. Because they're going to get told it's bots and it's this and it's that. The key is they actually enjoy destruction and anger. Yes, of course they do. They worship a butt lord. Of course they enjoy it. They worship someone that's going to pop your O-ring with a rusty pineapple. Of course they do. They don't want you to like it. They want you to hate it. They want you to and seethe because that's what they do. Do you think any of this has to do with telling a good story? Do you think any of this has to do with telling a good story? Because it doesn't. They don't care. How many times do they have to show you that they don't care? That they don't give a shit? How many times do they have to prove that to you? Before you're like, you know what? That's right. They don't give a shit. They don't care if you like it. They don't care if you enjoy it. They want you to get upset and they want you to act the way you're acting because it gives them an excuse to point a finger and go, it's your fault. Because you're an Iston Obany yathzee. It's your fault this didn't work. I've been saying this for 6 years, guys. For the last 6 years. They wanted you to hate Charlie's Angels. This is not for men. This will scare every man that watches it. Men can't keep but feeling intimidated by Charlie's Angels. And then it comes out, nobody goes and sees it. And they're like, why have none of the men come to our movie? Because you told us that it wasn't for us. Well, that doesn't matter. You told us that we would hate it. Well, that doesn't matter. You told us that we would be intimidated as shit if we went and saw this female movie. Well, yeah, you would be. We don't give a shit and we're not going to go see it. It's not our thing. Ism, oh, yathzee. Exist. It gives them a way out. It's just like all the reruns. Why are they doing remakes? Why are they predominantly doing remakes? Because it gives them an excuse when it bombs to go, it's not our fault. It's theirs. It's their fault. It's their fault that this bombed. It's their fault that this got out and was horrible. It's not my fault. Keep hiring me and keep paying me hundreds of millions of dollars over the years to make these shitty, horrible movies. They have a system going. They have one hell of a system going. I mean, imagine this. Imagine this. You tell me if you wouldn't do this. You tell me. You go to work and you do the shittiest job imaginable. It's just shit. Right? It's terrible. And your coworker goes, I'm going to tell on you. You're doing a shitty job. And you go in front of your boss and you go, it's not me, it's him. And your boss fires him and gives you a raise. So let me get this straight. I don't have to be creative. I don't have to work hard. I don't have to really put a lot of effort into doing my job. And you're going to pay me more money. Yes. And I don't even have to come up with an original idea. I can take someone else's idea and run with it. Yeah. And when that doesn't work, I can still blame everybody else and you'll give me more money. Yes. Why? Because you're a whammon. Aha. But what if being a whammon is not good enough? Then you need to be an LGBTQ plus whammon. Aha. That makes sense. So I will be protected from all sides, and I will make more money, and I will have more opportunities, and I'll be able to do whatever I want and get away with it as long as I put some letters after my name and a pronoun, and I work for you guys. Yes. Shit. Okay. All right. Now, do I think that Leslie Headland is not the ugliest muff diver ever? No, she probably is. Because no guy is going to walk up to that and go, it's Peter Griffin, and then sleep with her. No. No. Why would you? So then it comes down to this is why they're doing it. This is why they're pushing it. This is why, because they're protected beyond anything that they've ever had before in their lives. Their jobs are protected. They don't have to put forth an effort. They don't have to have talent. They can just ride on I have these letters at the end of my name and a pronoun. And they'll be fine. You know why? You know why they went after Gina Carano so hard? Because she said, no, I'm going to get by on my talent. I'm going to get by on who I am. I'm not going to put a whole bunch of letters behind my name and a pronoun and write on that. And they went, oh my God, we have to get rid of this woman because she's going to make us all look like shit and she's going to ruin it for the rest of us. And they did. And they did. That is exactly what they did. They were terrified of an actual woman coming in and going, you know what? I'm gonna bust this bitch down. So they got rid of her. Why? Because she wouldn't toe the line they're all towing. Imagine that. And you know why? Because this is what they deserve. It's called equity. Not equality, because that's a totally different thing. This is equity. And what's funny is she worked for the guy that started all this. She worked for the guy that started all this happening. The man himself. Of course, the personal grape assistant to Weinstein is a Baphomet supporter. Of course she is. I'm still recouping from Kevin J. Anderson ruining Dune and now adding to it with the miniseries. I ain't even gonna watch that shit. I'm not even gonna watch that shit. As much as I love the experience of going and seeing Dune and Dune 2 in IMAX and all that visual candy and the audio and the surround sound and the holy shit, this is badass. Chani just kills that last movie for me. It's all okay until after the Water of Life scene. It's after the Water of Life scene. Why do you say that, Loki? Because she's kind of being bitchy and blah, 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 blah. Because as I was watching the movie for the first time, I was like, it's gonna come up where her prophecies, the prophecy she's involved in is going to be fulfilled. And when she sees that, she's going to be like, this is my husband. This is my life mate. This is my concubine. This is mine. He is mine. And I will fight with him and side by side, just like Chani does in the books and in the movie. The original movie. That's not what happened, is it? So it's that was not Chani. No. So you want to screw it up? You want to screw the formula? You want to mess it up? Fine. You go ahead and do that. The second movie should have been the Harkonnen War. Long live the fighters. Long live the fighters and a big skull, right? Skull!
Long live the fighters!
So, yeah. I need a t-shirt made with watching Disney Star Wars will leave you with nothing but a blown O-ring tore up by a rusty pineapple. I might be able to put something together with like a pineapple and an O-ring and Disney, but they probably won't sell it because it says Disney on it. So, Dega Outlaw, no one messes with May. We are the directive. So what do you do? What do you do? Tell you what I'm doing. I'm not gonna give it the time of day. That's me. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna review it. It has no power over me. You have no power here, sorcerer. Well, they don't. They don't have any power over me. I don't have to watch. Loki, what about reviews? Do you know how many people review all that stuff? Loki, I'd really like to hear you. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because it's going to be me yelling for an hour and then falling over after a heart attack. You don't want to watch me seethe for an hour and talk about all the stupid shit when I know going in it's going to be nothing but stupid shit. Have you lost all hope? Man, I threw that shit out the window. The only thing I have, personally, me, are my games and my books. Everything else I don't give a shit about. Eris has got some stuff. Eris has got like a Darth Vader helmet that's signed by a few folks. I don't give a shit. I'm not collecting lightsabers. I'm not buying anything Star Wars. But Loki, you can get this and this. I don't care anymore. I don't. What I do care about is everybody out there that wants to stand up and say, you know what, this is trash. And those fruity weirdos with pineapples sticking out of their asses that are like, how dare you? Shame. Ist. Oh, yathzee. That's what I care about. Because you guys should be able to say whatever the hell you want. It sucks. It's horrible. It's terrible. It was written by idiots. And you know what? The people that like it and they're like, oh, Leslie just a genius. Let them. Let them say it's the bestest thing ever and enjoy it. Yeah, but Loki, they won't accept the low score and blah, 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 blah. They're never going to. They're never going to admit they did anything wrong. Have we not learned that lesson? They will never admit they are doing anything wrong. We are the higher evolution of the species when we can go, you know what? I know I screwed up. I know I screwed up. I know I made mistakes. I used to date this chick. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. Led my life down a terrible path. I can admit I screwed up. Should have listened more to this instead of that. It's that simple. Should have listened more to this than that. If they can't do that, we are the higher evolution of the species because we can. It's that simple. And they can't. Pineapple, peach, blown O-ring. Guys, we're going to send you over to Mockany Draws here where his show is already in progress. We will be back later tonight for 7 Kinds of Mischief with the Mad Doctor, a Dag Outlaw. Until then, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you on the next one.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.